Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. We're set for today's video. It's Thursday. On Thursdays, I do Thursday's Thirsty Thoughts, where I try to come up with a topic that is hopefully engaging. Get those comment sections blowing up. The comments in the comment section blowing up. Probably shouldn't keep saying blowing up, or YouTube will flag this video. So anyway, today's video, as you can see from the title, I was actually going to do this last week. How important is local to you? And I'm going to talk a little, obviously the focus is beer, but I'll talk a little bit about other things in my world and how that informs the beer decision. So for me, local is very important. My wife and I, this is something we agreed upon before we, or this is something we both independently thought, and then when we met each other, we're like, we totally prefer local things. Going to local restaurants is the most obvious example, local stores when we can, all that stuff is definitely our MO. And with beer, it was the same thing. And the channel makes my situation with beer unique, since doing it where I did want to focus on local stuff when I started the channel. It was always no hype had a double meaning. Do the crazy hyped beers, but don't let that influence my thoughts on it, and then also do beers that are not hyped at all, especially local ones, and then the quote unquote nature of the beast of doing this is I get exposed to a lot of amazing beer from all over. So this probably sets up like for people, I would think people who watch my channel have a false sense of me in terms of how important local is, because I don't do a ton of local beers. But it's nice that I'm drinking this one, and this review will be up, I think, Sunday. When I travel, I definitely like besides local restaurants and other local, museums and things like that, definitely like trying the local beer, right? And if I didn't do the channel, I'd be crushing so many more local beers. For me, it's just I try to limit my drinking, so it's like, I got a bunch of beer to review. I'm not then, in addition, thinking I need to go out to local places. But yeah, if we travel, definitely like doing what's the local beer scene? What are some local breweries? Is there a cool beer bar that maybe gets some stuff that's super cool, that's not from the area, but the bar is, mix it up a little bit, kind of play that game. But in general, local is very important to me. And just to kind of reiterate that point, if I didn't do the channel, I would be crushing way more local beers than I do. It's funny, I talk to people in this area, because I feel like I'm still relatively new to the capital region of New York, because we moved here, and then it was even a year and a half later, COVID hit, so it was harder to go out and meet people, do things. But as I've been out and about and meeting more people in the area, people rattle off these breweries. I'm like, I haven't been there yet. So definitely on the radar to-do list is to check out some of the more local things, certainly on my level, or not my level, in my world. But yeah, when I start rambling, that's how I know it's time to wrap up videos. But let me summarize my thoughts. Local is super important. I still like trying, crazy stuff, and even if I didn't do the channel and I was focusing on local, which is what I did before I had the channel, I still was one of those ticker people who wanted to try, Beer Advocate's top 100 beers or whatever. But that ticker voice in the back of my head has definitely gone down quite a bit. So I would be crushing way more locals. And then, if my local beer store was getting in some cool stuff from, far away, cool. And then maybe a little bit of trading, kind of a thing, But definitely when I travel, I want local stuff. But how about you? That's the whole point of this, is here's my thoughts. Let's get that comment section going. And, is local really important to you? Or you're like, I just want good tasting beer. I just want good tasting beer at a good price point. Whatever it is, how important is local to you when it comes to beer? Comment section below. Let's get those conversations going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.